Welcome to Professional Ethics for Accountants, Part 3. In this recording, we're going to look at 3 more of the questions at the back of Chapter 3 in your textbook. Let's begin with chapter number 25. You ready? You ready? 25. Sally Adams is an audit manager for the firm of Jones & Smith, CPAs, and is assigned to the audit of Libra Fashions Incorporated. Near the middle of the audit, Sally was offered the job of Libra's chief financial officer. Oh my goodness. Talk about complicating things. So here we are on the audit, and Sally Adams is the manager of this audit, and right in the middle of the audit, the company comes up and says, Sally, we'd like to get him work for us. We think you're great. Give you $150,000 a year, you don't have to go from client to client. You work right here all the time. We'd love to have you come. What are the implications for the audit? Okay, the question here asks us, discuss the implications of this offer, assuming Libra is a non-public corporation. So we have different rules that apply for public and non-public. But the first thing we're going to do, that Sally needs to do, is inform her firm, the partner in charge here, that she has been given an offer. And the firm then has to remove Sally from the audit until she says no. Okay, says no. Now think about the independence problem here. Because before we're just working along as auditors, but now we have someone who has offered Sally a job. Does the offer itself cause an independence problem? If someone offers you a job, do you like them more sympathetic? See, this could be a problem all the way around, but for sure we have to remove her until she says, until she declines the offer. Okay, and then she can go back on. But even the manager probably ought to be a little more careful about how the audit proceeds. Secondly, what if she accepts the offer? Yeah, she accepts the offer. This is difficult now because she's off the audit team because she's accepted the offer. And but now she is in the management of the firm we're auditing. She's done the audit planning. She's supervised the audit up to this point, and now she's the subject of the audit. This is a tough position to be put in, and so we've got to do several things. One is, since she designed the audit, she knows every step that's going to happen. We probably need some audit redesign. We'll go back to audit planning and change things up a bit so that she doesn't know exactly how we're going to audit each item. And then we've got to consider whether in auditing that company, whether the people on the audit job now have the expertise to audit a company that has Sally as their, how'd you get hired? That has Sally as their CFO. And so we might need to bring in some more experienced people as well. Okay. One, to hire to be able to audit someone who's already designed the audit. Secondly, to be able to hire to audit somebody who has the expertise of a manager within our company. Okay. So that complicates things quite a bit. Now we're going to look at B, discuss the implications of this offer. Libra is a public company. Okay, public company. Now we come under the auspices of the PCAOB and their requirements, and they say that if you have somebody on the audit, let's see, if you have a key officer of the company, that certainly a CFO would qualify there, who was part of the audit team with any time in the last year, then you wouldn't be independent. Okay. So it seems to me that this company, this firm, cannot audit that company, at least for the next year or two. Libra would have to engage a different audit firm. So they're a little more difficult there. So what you don't want is for a public company to offer somebody on your audit team a job in the middle of your audit. Okay, that becomes difficult. Okay, let's go to 29. Tracy Smith CPA is in charge of the audit of Olympic Fashions Incorporated. 7 young members of the public accounting firm professional staff are working with Smith on this engagement, and several of the young auditors are avid skiers. Avid skiers. All right. Olympic Fashions owns 2 condominiums in Aspen, Colorado, which uses primarily to entertain clients. The controller of Olympic Fashions has told Smith that she and any of her audit staff are welcome to use the condominium at no charge anytime that they are not already in use. How should Smith report to this offer? Oh, goodness. So here you have the staff of avid skiers, who would love to ski, and they have an offer to use the condominium anytime, free of charge, to go skiing. Now, it doesn't cost the company that's giving you this gift anything, because it's just open room. You just let you go use it. So, accept or not accept? No, you say it, and you would be correct to say no. So her decision won't be popular with those avid skiers, but I think she has to decline the offer. Though it doesn't cost the company much, it would probably still be considered a sizable gift to the auditors, because the retail value of such a gift. And as well, anybody looking in from the outside and saw the arrangement. There you got the auditors, and the auditors are using client property for free to go skiing. An outsider might think that that compromised your independence. And so, to maintain the appearance of independence, we should say no. Okay? All right, one more. 30. Ron Barber, CPA, is auditing the financial statements of DGF Incorporated, a publicly held company. During the course of the audit, Barber discovered that DGF had been making illegal bribes. Can you believe illegal bribes to foreign government officials to obtain business? As he reported the matter to senior, he reported the matter to senior management and the board of directors. If management and the board of directors take appropriate remedial action, should Barber be required to report the matter outside the company? This is the idea of finding illegal acts, right? We found someone committed an illegal act. What do we do? So you take the board of directors or management. This is when they take it. Management and the board of directors. And they take appropriate action. What do you have left to do? You don't have anything left to do. This was what was required of you, was to take it to the management board of directors, and they could take remedial action. Now, since this is a publicly traded company, the rules will be a little more complex than that if they don't take remedial action. So part B says, what if they don't take remedial action? Well, if they don't take remedial action, then we've got a couple of things to do. And I'm going to read. I hate to read to you answers. I don't just read questions, but we're going to read answers, because it's you got to get the pieces right. If management and the board of directors fail to take appropriate remedial action, the Private Securities Reform Act of 1995 requires auditor communication outside of the entity when the failure to take appropriate remedial action is reasonably expected to warrant a departure from a standard audit report or auditor resignation. I think this, if uncorrected, would require auditor resignation. Okay. In those circumstances, the auditors must, as soon as practicable, communicate their conclusions directly to the client's board of directors. And once you've done that, within 1 day, 24 hours, within 1 day, management of the client must send a notification to the Securities and Exchange Commission of having received such communication from the auditors, and a copy of the notification should be sent to the auditor. If the auditors do not receive the copy within 1 day, they have 1 day to directly communicate the affair to the Securities and Exchange Commission. Okay. Well, there you have it. Thank you for coming to recording number 3.